Say he want war, how you gon' beef if you ain't got funds? Better gain the whole clique, my nigga live anything. Chain hanging to the floor, I know the shorty like. What's how? Boys and girls, see we back with another thing. Now look, bro, we know both of them, bro, they was on their Demon Town shit, King Von and K.I., brother. Allegedly, you feel me? Allegedly, I'ma say that. Say, brother, RP both of them, you know what I'm saying? First and foremost, before we even start this video, bro, RP King Von, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Dayborn Vinnet, you know what I'm saying? K.I., brother. How King Von murdered Chicago's female driller, K.I.? Now look, bro, we about to tap in, bro. But what I need y'all to do on the other side is watching me. Nah, we ain't using no bell today, and I'm not in the mood for the bell game. It's just that simple. Nah, we not gonna do that. You feel me? Y'all tap on the class. I got a whole lot of game for y'all brain. Real spitter game shit, man. Let's get it poppin'. Let's see what they talking about, man.
Simply by telling the truth about life in the streets of Chicago.
This shit been going on since the 20s, man. From the organized crime days of Capone to now. Just the game making. See, that's the way it's always is, the way it's always gonna be.
One of the biggest names in Chicago at the moment is the late, great King Von. Now, Von has been known to diss his ops in most of his tracks, and he's a known shooter whether he was convicted or not. In this video, we're going to be discussing the beef between King Von and K.I. and how Von may have allegedly killed K.I. Before we start the video, make sure to leave a like, and if you would like to join this month's giveaway of one of these items on the screen, then all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and watch this video to the end to comment the hidden keyword. Good luck! The Chicago drill scene has been booming since the early 2010s, with artists like Chief Keef and Lil Durk putting others onto the game. King Von is one of Chicago's most popular artists at the moment, even though he passed away in November of 2020. King Von was born Devon Bennett on April 9th, 1994. He was born and raised in Chicago and was known to be a problem in the eyes of law enforcement.
Me growing up, when I got in trouble early, 15 years old.
Say, y'all saw that fucking clip, bro? It's on one of them fucking videos, man. The cop, they said, they had a little interview. They said, we gotta get Mr. Dayborn Vinnet off the streets. He's too reckless. Like, he been on the streets too long or some shit like that. I was like, wow, like he really cutting up, bro. The brother really terrorizing the city like that. I was like, man, that's tough, man. The police, even the fucking police can say, man, he need to be out the streets ASAP. The brother been on the streets too long. How'd that go?
So I ain't never been grown until like right now because I've been in jail.
Following a 3-year stint in jail while waiting on a trial, he was released with all charges dropped and his hip-hop career took off. Before his hits began to roll out, it's no secret that Von was a shooter and known affiliate of the Black Disciples. On July of 2014, King Von was arrested in connection to a shooting from May of that same year. He was facing 3 charges. One charge was the murder of Malcolm Stuckey during a shooting in Inglewood, Chicago, and 2 counts of attempted murder. After witnesses failed to appear and testify, all the charges were dropped and Von was released 3 years later in 2017.
I got charged with it when I was 19, 2014.
That's tough.
19.
He got released in 2019 and he died, I think, if I'm not mistaken, in 2020, right? Dude was on the streets about 3 years, probably 3 years and a couple of months. That's tough.
They let me out when I was like, what, 23.
It wasn't long before his music career took off. After being released, King Von signed with Lil Durk's label OTF and began making banger after banger. From the hit track Crazy Story to songs like Why He Told, Von is constantly getting millions of streams on various. But Von has always been public with the fact that even though he was a rising star, he would still hold his own in the streets. King Von has been known to diss and tell stories about previous hits and licks that he's done through his lyrics. We often hear him referencing the death of Gakira Barnes, otherwise known as K.I. K.I., also known as Lil Snoop, was born as Gakira Barnes, grew up in what is considered MOB territory. She lost her father on her first Easter in 1997, and some say this led to her wanting to protect those close to her. When she grew up, Gakira moved to Jarrow City, which is a set in Chicago that was named after Jarvis. It's essentially a gang location around 62nd and Vernon in Chicago. As she grew up, she became close with people that had some affiliations with a few MOB members. She began to hang out with people like Mikado, who was from the 600. Mikado is also someone who Gakira had a relationship with, as well as other affiliates of the Gangsta Disciples. After a while, K.I. became close with Tuka. This was all while she was still before she had started living a life of violence. She had been known to brawl but hadn't messed around with guns yet. This all changed after Tuka was shot and killed at a bus stop. Following the death of her friend, K.I. became interested in drilling and smoking knobs. It was actually Tuka's brother C-Ball who taught her how to approach her targets and to be ready when the time comes.
Oh, man, what the fuck? So y'all train K.I. to be a baby assassin so she can have good aim when she's shooting at the ops. That's what y'all telling me right now, huh? Say, bro, I never heard of no shit like this in my life. A baby assassin. A girl with that many bodies, allegedly, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they say K.I., from what my understanding, K.I. was dropping shit in Chicago. Yeah, a baby assassin female was cutting up like that bad and nobody couldn't stop her. That's tough. That's tough. Oh, PKI, man. That's tough.
His birthday that got Kira and her friend, a known shooter, FBG Butta, saw Odie riding his bike and chose to shoot him. As you may know, Odie is the person that O-Block was named after shortly following his death. It wasn't long after this that K.I. became a problem for anyone that crossed her the wrong way, especially the Yops. A lot of this violence led to K.I. getting jumped by multiple members of the 800 set. This didn't seem to faze her though, seeing how the next day she went to their block and opened fire on several of their members.
That's tough.
K.I. quickly became notorious and had been referred to as the most notorious female in U.S.
I know I ain't tripping, brother, but FBG Butta and K.I. look like they could be brothers and sisters. I know I ain't tripping, bro. Cause he look like Chucky and she look like Chucky. How y'all saying these days? Respectfully, you know what I'm saying? They both look alike, you feel me? But K.I. used to rap. She was a rapper. Y'all let me know in the comment section. But I know Butter be dropping some game. You heard me? And yeah, like, Butter, before you text me on Instagram or in these comment sections, I got your comment. I'm gonna react to FBG Butter new song he dropped. Just stay tuned, baby. Just stay tuned, man. Let's get it.
Gang history. She's even been credited with training other young shooters to run the game just like she was taught by C-Ball.
That's tough.
No one knows how many bodies she has exactly, but some say the number might be higher than her age when she passed, which was 17.
He had this
Fucking
reputation
God,
of allegedly shooting and
Oh
killing
my
up to
God,
17
bro.
people by the time she was 17 years old.
Nigga
And
say
so-
this, brother. This all alleged, bro. But if this true, brother, this girl is a fucking serial killer, man. Yeah, nigga, a serial killer. That's somebody that, nigga, you won't have, you, brother. You wouldn't want to walk the same path as them, gang. Understand that, bro, man. This girl was a fucking real loud, like, brother, all pure sober, man. Say, bro. Man, girl was reckless, man. What you would have had to do with that, bro? But lock her up. A senator of Pakistan. You hear me? No, man. No, man.
April 11th, 2014, Gakira Barnes was walking on the streets of Chicago to a friend's house to have lunch when she was gunned down by a hooded male in broad daylight.
Group drove up, unloaded in a drive-by shooting. She got hit, fell to the ground.
K.I. was one of 46 people that had been shot in Chicago during that same weekend. I guess that's why the city has the nickname as brutal as Chirac. Barnes was walking down the 6400 block of South Ebert Avenue near the infamous O Block when she was hit. Reports say that she was shot and collapsed onto a set of wooden stairs near where she had been walking. K.I. was hit 9 times in the neck, chest, and jaw. After the shooter fled the scene, a nearby neighbor attempted to stop the bleeding using a combination of pressure and a towel. But there was no luck there. Gakira Barnes, aka K.I., was pronounced dead at the scene. No one has been arrested in connection to the crime. However, the murder had many turning to social media to share their opinions. Many of K.I.'s friends and affiliates paid their respects to their fallen friend, but many of them also vowed to vengeance on their ops, letting them know that they're coming. Some of the members of the Black Disciples also took to social media as well as hip-hop songs to drop Gakira's name in a less than respectful manner. In an A&E documentary called Secret Life of a Gang Girl, The Untold Story, the world was privy to the story of Gakira Barnes and the life she lived as a teenage female gang assassin. There is a point in the documentary where we get an interview with King Von. In the interview, we learn that even though they were on opposite sides, K.I. being a GD and Von being a BD, King Von was still in her DMs. Apparently, Von was in there with some raw text too. He was saying things like he was gonna have her. We even hear Von mentioning that he was trying to smash and that he thought Gakira was cool as hell. Could this have all been a front though? If he was trying to get with K.I., why would he release tracks about her getting shot? I mean, I know she was in the rival set, and it's common in hip-hop to diss the dead ops. But why would you diss someone you were trying to get with, and when you can diss countless other ops that met the same fate that she did? Some people think that King Von's attraction to K.I. was only a ploy, or an alibi if he ever needed one. Now, what's interesting is just a little while ago, Chicago PD officially named King Von as the killer of Gakira Barnes, aka K.I. In newly shared documents, the public learned of witnesses that reportedly named Von in the murder. The description of the incident reported is, an unknown male wearing a gray hoodie and blue jeans approached the victims. The unknown offender then produced a handgun and began firing in the direction of the victims, striking all three. The unknown offender then was observed entering an unknown vehicle, making good his escape. Following the reveal of this document, the police then stated that an investigation had revealed that the crime was committed by Davon Bennett, referring to King Von by his government name. This was apparently discovered a while ago, but the police lacked the evidence to tie King Von to the murder, so they ended up not filing any charges against him, as it would have been a waste of time. After this was announced, people flocked to social media to share their opinions on the situation. Many of them referring to the interview that Von provided to A&E for the documentary on K.I. We are seeing some support for K.I. as well as some fans saying that this is all said and done and to let the two rest in peace. What do you think? Should King Von's involvement in the Gakira Barnes case be looked into further, or should we just let the man rest easy and call it a day? Be sure to let us know in the comments below. Hey you. Yeah, you like the video?
I don't know, bro. I kind of feel that shit. He said people saying you should let him rest in peace or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers, like, you gotta understand, motherfuckers still won't know how many bodies King Von had, allegedly, how many bodies K.I. had, you know what I'm saying? So, man, I don't think motherfuckers will never stop wanting that shit. To be truthful and honest, bro, you'll never know. You'll never know, you know what I'm saying? If you didn't know them personally, bro, you didn't know them for real, in real life, you would never know this shit. You'll just keep on and on, man. But RP King Von, K.I., bro, them boy, yeah, two Chicago fucking legends, man. I'm tapping out real Spittigang shit, man. Classes out of session.
That's some double D, big titties on her shit. I know she really like that. Spittigang a whole clique, little nigga really cutting up. Say you want war, how you gon' beef for you ain't got funds? Spittigang a whole clique, my nigga live in it. That chain hanging to the floor.